Hello, namaskaram. Namaskaram. So, first of all, this is our coffee mugs, everyone. I don't know whether you can see mine. Yes, wonderful. So, this is Let's Chat Over Coffee, Season 2, Episode 2, with the very wonderful Dr. T.P. Sasikumar. About him, what he likes doing, what he is doing, what kind of a personality he is, what is he going to share with us. We're all going to find this out pretty soon as we have a little chat over coffee with Dr. T.P. Sasikumar. He is the founder and chairman of Gyanam, Shiksha Gyanam. Now, what is Shiksha Gyanam? We're going to understand that in a short while from now. So first of all, Dr. Sasikumar, namaskaram once again, with a hot cup of coffee, even though it is virtual. Lekin, very nice. Thank you. So wonderful. Now, tell us something about, just go back to your childhood times, where you grew up, your impressions, your inspiration, what actually shaped your personality into the kind of powerful personality that you are today. I mean, you're a life coach. You believe in living life fully, completely, and there is no word which is no, not, never for you in your dictionary. So we would like to know a little bit about you.
Namaskaram, Malka, and thank you for having me on your platform today. I don't know whether I'm a great personality or achieved or what I wanted to do, I'm doing.
That's wonderful.
I'm from a small village, probably an average Indian who is enjoying the internet facility cannot even imagine.
Yeah.
Kerala is in the southwest corner of India. Probably Kerala has got a lot of plus because Dutch people came there, Britishers came there, Mughals came there. The first mosque in India is in Kerala.
Okay.
And the Dutch churches are in Kerala. But all that happened to be the coastal southern part, which is very famous, Kochi.
Okay.
Cochin is a naval base, very strong naval base, a shipyard. Capital is in Thiruvananthapuram, that's in the southernmost of Kerala. I belong to the border area between Karnataka and Kerala, which is full of mountains and forests.
Wow.
From there to Mangalore is 2 hours drive.
Okay.
So most of the Kerala development did not reach out to my village. Electricity came when I was doing my post-graduation.
Really?
And I was doing my post-graduation in Cochin city.
Oh, that's, wow.
I did my bachelor's program 40 kilometers away from my village. But luckily Kerala has a very specific academic platform which is not in any other part of the world probably. Government is not able to afford the land cost in Kerala because it's highly dense. Not even today. The cities are dense when India got independence. And then government did not have money to construct buildings. So there is an education system where I own the land, I can construct a building and then run school, appoint the teachers, government will pay salary. So most of my relatives who were elder to me all did their teachers training program, primary teachers training program, BSc or BA or BEd, and then become a teacher in my schools. So they study there, go to the neighboring, and Karnataka was, my brother got my B.Ed from Karnataka because the nearest city where B.Ed training program available was in Karnataka.
Okay.
One of my cousin got a BP.Ed so that he became a physical education teacher. So all my school is full of cousin brothers, my relatives.
Oh.
All of them are employed. My cousins were headmasters. My brother was headmaster. My brother was my social science teacher. Another brother was maths teacher. Another
Oh, wow. So how does it feel to have everyone from your family as part of your team? Does that make the entire working experience? How is a working experience like? I mean, can you?
It has both positive and negative because you are not learning. School is not a place where you learn from syllabus. You have to learn many things from outside.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
But most of the people have only experience in the village. So what they deliver is only experience of their own life. And you don't know anything around the world.
Right.
And it was a Malayalam medium.
Okay.
So I studied up to 10th class Malayalam medium. Then that time there was no +1, +2. I have to go to college for pre-degree. Before degree, 2 years, pre-degree. And that I went to another college where my brother was a professor there in zoology. Brother's wife was a professor there in zoology. All my brothers studied in that college because after my schooling, they have to go there. So that college was also like a family. But unfortunately, I couldn't follow anything what they are telling because I was from a Malayalam medium, pre-degree is in English medium. To find out which chapter the teacher is teaching, it took 3 months for me.
Okay. Well, that seems very, it seems strange actually, because nowadays everybody knows everything.
That's what I'm saying. So in 10th class, I was just pass. Just pass means I was 50% almost. +1, that is pre-degree first year. I failed in all subjects except in Malayalam.
Okay.
I studied maths, physics, chemistry, but I did not understand anything. But then +2, I decided somehow I had to pass. Okay. So took all my effort and got a pass mark. That's it.
Oh, wonderful.
But then graduation onwards, I decided I must make a difference and then start studying. I was 5th rank in the university. And MSc, awesome. I was 2nd rank in the university.
Wow. Clapping.
Was 1st rank in the university. MPhil and PhD together in mathematics, I finished in 3 years. Then I did not stop my studies.
Then you became unstoppable.
Yeah, that is how I started. Probably I started teaching English after my graduation. We have a parallel college. People can register private and then write examination. So I used to teach there, and I was not teaching mathematics, which is my graduation. I was teaching English.
Okay.
I don't know how many people must have read the book called Run and Martin, the grammar.
I have.
Yeah, very few English literature, probably students only will. Today
yes,
that is
you're right. You're
yeah.
right, because nowadays it doesn't exist at all.
It doesn't exist at all.
It is unheard of for the current.
But I fortunately taught that, and that made my English probably little communicable.
No, it's wonderful. Yes.
And I used to challenge my children asking
as you're speaking, and you said that initially you failed and all, and then you decided yes. It shows one thing over here, which you perhaps teach to your students. You just give it through stories, because I know that's the way you teach. But if only you set your mind to it, will you be actually able to do it? When it is a heartless effort, when there is no effort, nothing from the heart, no passion, you're just not into it, you can never really do anything. So it could be even the impossible, because now you're a space scientist as well. You're an environmentalist, you're a poet, you're an author. I mean, how did you manage all that? And
Alka, almost every day I have more than 1 lakh contacts here.
Lovely.
Before the COVID, my last camp was in Sharjah.
Okay.
Which was attended by 10th grade children for their examination preparation. I went to there and 3 days workshop.
Okay.
So 11th and 12th, they must have passed now. So today itself, I got at least 10 different messages asking, I am planning for my higher studies in Kerala. what should be the subject which I should choose. See, after 12th, children are confused what subject they have to choose.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, you're right.
What are you talking about passion? See, you have a buffet of social science, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, English, Hindi, all the different subjects. And around the world, you are seeing a lot of items. And you are asking somebody who must have taught you maybe 3 days. You don't even care your own teachers who taught you from childhood onwards. You don't care relatives who are there. But you talk to somebody asking, what should I learn in my life? See, that means you don't even have any taste on these food what you already had, right? You have a buffet and you are supposed to go to that counter again for a second course. Oh, this is my favorite food. That is not there in children. That is because it is cooked so bad today in schools. People don't understand why I should learn geography, why I should learn. No, we lack the objective and scope for learning. So I don't think when I was a student, I wanted to learn maths, though I was not a very good student. I decided I want to do maths. Or maybe the second choice, I wanted to do English.
Amazing.
See, no, Alka may be wondering why English and maths, because both are logical.
I agree with maths, not so much, because maths was never my cup of tea. I couldn't somehow.
I keep saying for humanities, English is the language. For science, all the science subjects, biology, maths, physics, chemistry, everything, maths is the language.
Yes, absolutely.
So both languages are tight connected. Right. So when I teach, sometimes the tenses, I keep saying it is nothing but mathematics. I take is the present. I am taking, it's a continuous. That's mathematics. See, the time is going on. It's in the time scale. Everything is in time scale. Time is mathematics.
Absolutely.
So it's all logic. If you understand the logic of subject you relate, you understand, oh, this subject is related to this subject is related to this subject. So if you ask me which subject I like now, after taking a PhD in mathematics, thought that I am very good in computers, joined Department of Space. My job was from satellite image, take the image on the ground and create maps out of the images. Like what you are seeing, Google Map, I created 30 years back.
Oh, wow.
Right. Which were used in our Kargil war, which was used in our Sri Lankan activities, which was used for some of the Afghanistan, when aircraft was hijacked, I made the map of Afghanistan. So creating map is social science. My subject is mathematics, but now you ask what is the relation between mathematics and social science? Earth is a geoid, the sun is creating the daytime around it, satellite is moving around it.
Yes.
And that is physics. I cannot explain any movement without mathematics. And satellite is looking at it with an angle. So I know the satellite position, though I know the ground position. It's full of mathematics.
Yeah, because you connect everything. That is what makes your teaching so unique and different. You connect everything together. You put a little bit of every subject into whatever it is you're teaching and making it very life related, relatable to life. I think that is what true learning, because what happens is then you are able to sustain learning. And when we talk about sustainability, quality education, SDG goal number 4, this is the way it's going to be there. I mean, just filling facts, and that old style is absolutely obsolete. It doesn't work with the students nowadays, be it school ones or be it the university level, or be it the ones who are doing some professional courses. I think this kind of teaching doesn't work at all. They need something which is related to the subject, related to life, because that will stay. And that's what you're doing. No wonder, Shiksha Gyanam.
Now, if you write Shiksha, SHIKSHA.
Yes, I've noted the different spellings also.
No, you type SHA in the beginning, it becomes SHA, SHI. That's my name.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And K stands for Kumar.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. You have logic there as well.
Okay. And Nanam is, my mother is Janaki.
Okay.
My father is Narayan. Janaki Narayan mentoring is Nanam. That's my house name.
Brilliant. What else do I say? I mean, this is
If you
genius.
use Google Map and type Dr. TPS Nanam, you will reach my home in Kerala, which can accommodate nearly 50 students. And it's like a hermitage where I conducted a lot of camps.
Wow.
So Nanam is my house name.
One day I must come and visit your.
Welcome, most welcome.
Yes, yes, yes. That's amazing. I never even thought about it. It's good you gave me this breakup, because I was going to ask about how do you sort of, what is your day routine? I mean, at the school. Is it an everyday affair, or is it only for a couple of months? How does it work?
Where my Nanam, what I'm running? No, it all based on demand. If there are few people who, when most of my camps happened because of Gulf. Because I used to go to Gulf. I have never made a flyer, brochure, asked somebody, called me for a lecture. It just came as through references. So I remember I spoke to 98 principals of Gulf CBSE schools. So all the schools called me for teachers training program in all the part of Gulf. So I traveled to Saudi Arabia, Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, Doha, Muscat many times. UAE, all the 7, and name any Indian school I must have visited. So all the Gulf countries, radio has got a good voice, because most of the people while driving listen to radio.
Yes.
So I'm a permanent guest. Either remotely from here also I record and send it to them, they interview me. So I am a non-person for most of the Gulf, because Gulf is full of Keralites, and I'm from Kerala and I speak Malayalam to them. They all love a lot of questions. I did a program called Shastra Kaudukam. The Curiosity in Science was a series of program in Gulf. So I pick up some very interesting topic and then speak about that for a few minutes. And in most of the radio programs and TV programs in Kerala also, I was a guest. I did a cyber magic once upon a time to explain every bit and portion of the computers. What is a RAM, what is a ROM, what is a CPU, what is a pen drive. Like that, no, it used to come for 5 minutes. So technically also I speak. So most of the teachers wanted to learn my method of teaching and explaining things, because I teach very, very carefully like this, picking up words what exactly fits in. So after that,
the explanation of things, like even explaining your Jnanam, you gave a very logical explanation, your mother's name, your father's name, your house name. So, and you put it together, and that's how you have it. So I think nobody can ever forget this. That is why, I feel that sometimes, when we do those acronyms, it works, because it's a memory association.
But I will give you a better acronym for my name. My name is Dr. T.P. Shashikumar. Yeah. But T stands for teachers, P stands for parents, and S stands for students.
I got it. Wonderful.
And all the 3 categories of people I support. Love. So most of the time, the Gulf students want to come and stay in India. When they come, their cousin brothers, their relatives, all are busy in the schools, because their vacation is entirely different from Indian vacation.
Yes, yes, yes.
So most of the parents and teachers and students, they wanted to have some time where they can know the culture of India. That is how I started this program.
Who better than you?
So I touch upon most of the activities. I do music, I do drama, I do dance, I do instrumental
music. Do you
music.
Sing also?
See, I learned music, and I also put a little bit of writing scripts and then giving music to that, and
notations.
To learn.
You use musical notations.
Yeah, notations.
Wow, this was one thing I didn't know about you, which came out.
I was in drama. I do acting. I make movies.
Wow. Let me know when you make one, I love to be part of it. That's amazing. I mean, I knew that you speak very well. I knew that you teach, and I knew all these other things, but I didn't know about acting and music. So this is a revelation of sorts. This is amazing. So,
yeah, I'm into most of the, see, Oman is a place where never films were shot at.
Okay.
2010, I triggered movie making there, and Amitabh Bachchan, Sanjay Dutt first visited Oman along with me.
Wow, you're a celebrity. You're a superstar. You're a legend.
So no, it's not that. I have a taste for most of the activities, so I keep putting my hands, and then I know. It is not that I can say I know movies. I know how to. I remember Amitabh Bachchan's movie called Pink.
Yeah.
Beautifully, I wrote a no. I cannot say it's a review, but an explanation of what he is trying to say. I don't know how many people would have understood why the name Pink for that movie.
Okay, so I'm sure you have an excellent logical explanation for it. So I'm dying.
That is the story of three girls.
Yes, three girls.
So Pink represents girls.
Okay.
Everybody agrees and knows this. Now my next question is, why pink related to feminine quality?
Yeah.
Pink is, I'm an image processing man. Mixing colors is, and I was running the biggest photo lab in India probably.
Oh, wow.
So two colors, one white and red together is what is pink.
Yes.
White represents purity, red danger.
Yes.
So ladies are both dangerous and
okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So sometimes we don't analyze things. What is required for people probably is to analyze very critically so that you remember. Now I'm sure you will never forget how pink is made, right?
No, I won't. Not after how you explained it to me. So that's wonderful. And I'm sure you have such explanations for almost anything and everything that you come across. I'm 100% sure. So,
I keep analyzing, I keep looking at it, I keep understanding, not learning. Learning is, I hear something, I read something. When you process it internally, it becomes knowledge.
Okay, wonderful.
Can you recognize this person?
Not really. Who is
That's me. That's me.
Hey, that's you? How could I recognize you? You are minus this. Oh, okay. Are you looking?
A recent short movie. It was a short film, which I made,
Which movie is this?
This is a short film made in.
Okay.
Yeah, Hyderabad.
Lovely. What do I say? You're amazing. Amazing. Okay, I don't want to let go. You just said that you also write those musical notations and all, and you also sing. So can you just sing 2 lines, please, of what?
See, I'm not a singer, but
okay,
what do I do is
just say the lines that you created, that you wrote.
See, I make people to learn. See, for example, you want all the prime minister's name.
Okay.
What do I do is I make a small music out and then ask children to learn.
Okay, for example.
See, how do you remember Modi in the sequence? Only if you add prefix like Chaiwala Modi.
Achha, okay.
Understood. So children will remember this very
They
fast.
will remember, yes.
So you type in Dr. TPS, Prime Ministers of India, you will get a beautiful song.
Okay.
All the Prime Minister's name in a sequence.
Lovely.
Okay. The districts of Andhra Pradesh. I made a song in Andhra Pradesh, all the districts. Tirupati, Unnadi, Chittoor.
You have done this ages back, and we are talking of art integrations for the last 2 years, but you have done it much before that. Art integration in schools. You have done it much before that, Dr. Sasi Kumar. Yes.
That is very simple. See, for example, I wanted to teach Ramayana to young children who don't understand Sanskrit. And there is Eka Sloki in Ramayana.
Yeah.
One sloka you can finish. But if I tell this to maybe children in Dubai who never understand Sanskrit or even not even Hindi, must not have even read Ramayana or Mahabharata, and it's not Indian alone. The whole world, because Dubai schools and all is not Indian school, means it is not Indian alone. There will be people from different parts of the world. Afghanistan will be there, Pakistan will be there.
Yes, absolutely.
So how do I teach Ramayana to them?
Yeah.
Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriv and Hanuman gathered a great army of monkeys under the leadership of Hanuman. Then they went to the city of Lanka, wherein Sita suffered agony. You understood what I'm saying?
Yes.
Easy for people to remember. When you give a little music to that and a rhythm to that, and then add them in sequence, they will remember that. Right? This is what I do. So it's all for
actually, a little creativity in teaching always, enhances the process of learning. It's easier to sort of register, and as you say, you're using the word process. I think it's easier to process information when it's done like this, unlike that old style.
I remember when I went to Saudi Arabia, the inauguration, somebody sang a Malayalam song as a very famous Omanathingal Kidavu, but half of the audience could not understand that Malayalam. So I asked, you were all clapping after the program. Did you understand anything? No, we didn't. Then why are you clapping?
That's so you. Blunt asking.
Asking this. If somebody does a prayer, I will call them onto the stage and say that, explain this.
Yeah.
And they really struggle. So I tell them, don't do this. Understand. So what did I do? Immediately I translated. Pyari Chand ki beta, Saral Kamal ki fool ki jaisi.
Wow.
Manatingal ki davo, Nalla Komala Tamarapu. It's a word by word translation. So it comes instantaneously. That's it. It's not that intentionally I do this.
Unique and unstoppable. Yeah, that's what makes you unique and unstoppable. So it's amazing. I mean, you're widely traveled and you have a very different style of, I feel you just chat with them and, you use all these different mediums like music, like dance, like theater, like just generally painting, drawing. You're using everything to, sort of make them understand.
Alka, last year, this day, if you look at video postings, I have got a very specific way of posting video. Today, I remember the date is 22, that is 2022, 05 May and 20.
Yeah.
So 22, 05, 20. That's how I put my sequence. So I have got, for last 12 years, what all recordings I have got my backup. All of them, most of them are uploaded, maybe edited little bit of things may be uploaded. So last year's this day.
How would you do that, by the way?
It's very simple. See, YouTube upload is, I am recording this audio. I've got one camera there. I'm doing a screen grabbing here. And I also have a GoPro recording from the screen here. By mistake, that screen grab is failed. By mistake, the power goes. Then I will have all the backups. So I record this and I process it. I'm a video editor.
Lovely. That's how you're doing it. I
learned my video editing from your place. I came to Delhi, Jawaharlal Nehru University is a center called Consortium for Educational Communication.
Yes, absolutely.
I did my 1 month program there, where learned videography. After that, I wrote my book on adaptive learning. This book came out of my 1 month program in Delhi.
Amazing. What do
And this talks about
You're
how,
brilliant.
how education can be made into e and web learning. 15 years, 17 years back, I wrote this book.
That's amazing.
And at that time I was director for academic staff college. I told the teachers compulsory you have to make half an hour video recorded, edited program. Then only I will pass the course. They are supposed to do a course of orientation program.
Oh my God, those poor people. But I'm sure they must have done it because
They have done it, but I was one of the toughest directors because
make out. That I can make out. I mean, you won't let them go easily, and you will make sure
no, but
the job is done.
you can imagine teachers attending training program up to 12 o'clock, midnight, 2 o'clock, doing recording,
I can imagine
video
you.
processing, and all that.
You are that type, and one can easily make it out from your personality. You're not going to stop till you ensure that whatever you've gone there for, you actually make it happen, and you just don't leave it at just telling them. You will see it. You will see it for yourself, and then only you will say, yes, now I'm satisfied.
Because I do it. What I'm saying is I don't do something which I don't understand something. I won't tell somebody else. I do my homework. So I assure all the teachers that, if you do this, you will enjoy your teaching. Otherwise, the students will suffer your teaching.
I get it. Oh my God, that's lovely. So I mean, you've told us so much, everything has just come, I've understood because here and there you made references. So one could just link them up and to be able to very clearly understand how you sort of, what were the kind of impressions and how you grew up and how, what kind of an analytical mind you had, because you wouldn't rest till you actually understood everything. You delve deep into anything that you came across. So tell me, I mean, every person thinks that, yes, I have, when they look back that, or even currently, that, okay, these have been the real milestones of my journey, all these years of journey, all these decades of journey, these have been my milestones. So how would you sort of talk about your milestones? I know there must have been challenges also, like you told me about that electricity, that when you were doing post-graduation, that was the time when electricity actually came. So that must have been a big challenge, but you overcame it. So I want to know, and everyone who's going to be watching this video, whether they're watching it now or they'll watch it later, they should get inspired by what you say, that, what were your milestones after all the various challenges or predicaments or dilemmas that you went through?
I don't think, Alka, those days we were not having electricity and then there was electricity failure. So the advantage of electricity is not even imaginable in my life. So when you are in dark, you are in dark. That's it. When you get light only, oh, this is light. Wonderful. Okay. I don't know whether we enjoyed light because if it is dark, it is wonderful. We can sleep for longer.
Okay, that's positive. That's your positivity, I must say. Yes.
Yeah. When you were mentioning about the kerosene in this book, Rhythm of Life, which is my points 100. Yes.
Yeah.
In which one of the poetry was written. I remember when I was doing a workshop in one of the districts, a great Kerala poet's granddaughter was a student of mine.
Okay.
So I used to tell, I can write poetry just like that in half an hour. You give me a theme, I will write and give you like that. So immediately she made fun of me and asked me, tubelight. The topic was tubelight.
Okay.
But then what I did was, I told her, probably you are testing me, so I must take it as a challenge. Tomorrow morning I can give you a, because the class was going on. Let the class be over, our dinner be over, I'll give you a poetry. And the poetry name, I did not put the tube light, I put kerosene lamp.
Kerosene lamp, okay. Okay.
Right. See, I keep looking at life like a kerosene lamp.
Okay.
When you know whether kerosene is there or not, we used to shake and see when it was made of brass in my childhood. Later, a glass transparent where I can see the quantity of kerosene what is left there, and the wick which is going inside, which gives the light. So I can assure it is going to be there for half an hour. It was a guaranteed life. But today, the tube light, whether goes off or not, the electricity department, somebody else from somewhere decides. So today's life is like that. It is not in your control. That's what the poetry says.
I got you. Yes.
So at that time, challenges were there, but I know, oh, this is part of life.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care. So any problem was not a problem for us. Any problem was, okay, this is part of life. We have to face it. We never know that, oh, this is not going to be there. I used to climb trees, pluck coconut. I have cows. So we have to maintain the cow, milk the cow, give it to our relatives, cook when there is. Today, last year, that is 210520. Dr. TPS, you go to YouTube and type in 210520. So last year, this day, what I did, you will know. So I didn't had any lecture. So what I did was, I cooked. We have ghee rice.
Okay.
And potato masala curry. So you can see how I am preparing in my kitchen.
Oh, lovely. I must have a look at that. I've just noted it down, and I'm definitely going to have a look at that.
You can see a little bit of cooking class from it.
Oh, wow.
So it is not that intentionally I do that. There was no class, nothing was on record. So I finished my job. So I have to cook. I thought, yeah, I'll cook. Make something special. So when I make something special, I thought, why not record it and put it there so that people will know. Put it.
Amazing. That is an amazing personality that you have. This is what makes you so different, I must say. That's amazing. So, all right, there are some words which we all use in our lives, which, I mean, people just talk big things, or they generally become very philosophical when they say it. I know somehow that you're going to give me very different takes on these words, very simple words. Okay, so for starters, the word success.
Success is a succession of successes.
Okay.
When I get to my 10th class, very good mark, people think, oh, I'm great. No. Then you should have +1, +2, the demand increases. I keep saying, I have 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers. Parents and teachers. So I keep telling students, don't get high marks in 10th class. Because if you get 95, the parents' expectation for 12th will be 95 and above.
Yeah.
If you get 60 and +2, you get 70, they will say, oh, my son improved, my daughter improved.
Absolutely. Yes.
Dr. TPS improved in my life. If I would have very good in the childhood and fail in my post-graduation, finished. People look at you wrong, right?
Yeah.
So it's not. Success is a succession of successes.
Okay.
When you climb on top of the mountain, you look neighboring mountain, again you feel, oh, I have to climb on top of it.
Yeah.
That is what life is always.
That's what, absolutely. Reach one level and you realize you have to go even higher.
Even higher.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay. About leadership.
See, leadership is, I know my environment, but my vision is much beyond where I am staying. Then only he becomes a leader. If I am living and thinking in the same style the others are thinking, I cannot lead people.
Yes.
I have to lead somebody from the present to a better future. So how my vision, I made my children to write from Hamirpur to Kanyakumari. I made my children to write a book, an article which was submitted to me, 250 words, vision, mission, and action. Raising of India by the rays of India. The rays are the children, raising of India. And what was the content? The leadership. I have a lot of students who are aspirants for civil service.
Okay.
This is my book on civil service.
Civil Service Prelims Handbook.
So to make them to write, if you become civil servant, what are you going to do? I'll tell you, it's very simple to progress India. We have 1,000 districts in India. Not even 1,000, it's 700 and odd.
Yeah.
Maximum say 1,000 civil servants, clean and clear with a vision, is available in India. India will become topmost.
I agree. I agree.
Because they hold the revenue, they hold the district. Imagine every district collector is the best. So I had a great vision to have people who are leaders. I keep saying administrators are more leaders, and they have the greatest power of writing notes, which probably the uneducated politicians will sign. To do things or not to do things, it's administration. I worked with the Prime Minister's office. I was in the Cabinet Secretariat.
Yes, yes.
I retired as Deputy Director. So we know the power of being in administration.
Yeah, I can.
If we have good administrators, I think the problems are very less. So leaders are who leads. See, there is a beautiful sloka.
Oh,
Who is a leader?
when your shlokas are going to come in, because I know. Yeah, I was thinking a shloka hasn't come in yet. Okay.
How do somebody keep on telling that lion is the king of the forest?
Yeah.
Who enthroned or who made the lion to sit on the power? Who? All the story writers.
Yeah.
Why? Why not other animals other than lion? That is because the lion walks like a leader.
Yeah.
The magnanimity of the style in which. So who is a leader? A leader is one who acts like a leader is a leader.
Exactly. Even though in his heart of hearts, he may be as timid as a mouse, but on the outside, he behaves as if, yes, I know my job and I am my.
Yeah. No, but if you have a doubt, come and talk to me. I will show you who I have right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Nakriyaho, Nakriyaho. There is no specific activity which makes a king as a king in a forest. Nakriyaho, na samskaraho, no rituals. Simhasya kriyatevane. Simha is put as the king of the forest. Swayameva mrugendraja. It is self-declared that I am the king. If you have doubt, come in front of me.
Absolutely. I agree.
Leaders are self-proclaimed as leaders. Nobody create leaders actually.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They themselves declare I am the leader.
Self-proclaimed. They're self-proclaimed. And many times, if people do think of some people as leaders, I feel that, it is more of what they don't really see it, find out themselves. It's just an illusion of truth. Okay, A said this, B said this, C said this, D said this, so they have to be leaders. Try to find out themselves. And here I'm bringing one word, preconceived notions. People fall a trap to preconceived notions. They don't even know anything and they just believe what A, B, C, D, E, F says. This is a problem in our country. If this problem were not here, true talent would actually be recognized. So I'm going to ask you two words, preconceived notions and talent.
See, if I am talking to Alka, it is because I must have sent a message to you. Maybe I must have sent a greetings to you, or we met in different platforms and then had a contact and connection.
Yes.
But assume that if I don't do that, if I wait for Alka to do, probably we may not even meet.
Yes.
Understood. Because Alka is doing a job, I am doing my job. So we need not discuss. We can finish the job and then go.
Yeah.
Right. So what is our experience when I talk to somebody? How do they reply? What do the other fellow think about me? What? Assume that you send this message to the coordinator and then say this person had sent a message to me. What sort of a person is he? Right. Immediately, their response will be entirely different. I am dealing with a lot of people every day. Yeah. Right. So I know what happens. Yesterday, I attended a transformational leadership program organized by an African group where I was involved with them. But then they know that I am from India, I'm a Hindu. But as a pretext, he wrote to me saying that it is a Bible-oriented program. I said, I have no problem. I also learned a little bit of Bible. I also learned the Quran using, once upon a time, and only CD was there. And I had to hear that CD, and there was a interactive program in which I can translate and then say in English and check my understanding is correct or not. That also I used. So I said, I'm a learner. I'm open to learn. So the first concept of him was a preconceived notion. Because I am talking about Hindu gods, I take some slokas. He think that no, I am a Hindu and I don't like other religion.
Yeah, this is what I wanted you to.
I keep telling, just because I happen to be a scientist and I am the secretary of Scientist Association, say, it doesn't mean I am against Police Association president, right?
Right.
Right. Just because I'm a geography teacher, does it mean I hate a maths teacher?
Yes, absolutely.
See, we must accommodate. I remember I was in US 2 years back, and my Bhagavad Gita teaching happened to be in a church. And I was there in October 2nd. So what I decided, the chorus group in the church, I asked them, do you want to learn 6 different language songs in India? I will teach you. 2 or 4 lines. One was Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, because Mahatma Gandhi's song. And then 1 Bangla, 1 Kerala, 1 Hindi, 1 Sanskrit, 1 Kashmiri. I found a lot of people, local people, who can make part of it and then become a Kashmiri person came and then started teaching Kashmiri song. So all these people, and immediately after that, there was an ethnic expo. Everybody went and sang there. I'll tell you, 30-40 years people living there was wondering. Dr. TPS came 3 months back, and then he is able to collect all the English people and make them to sing. See, that is because there is a preconceived notion in the Indians. The Americans don't sing Indian songs.
Yes.
You can see how I was teaching the Ganesha songs.
Yes, I've
getting the meaning word by word. No, Gajananam, Bhudaganadi, very difficult for them. But see, whatever little they can do, if I teach them, then only it becomes beautiful, right?
Absolutely.
See, I don't believe that, oh, this is not good, this is not possible, this cannot happen. There is nothing like that.
That's the best part. You don't have those words in your dictionary. Not, no, never, not. You don't believe in them. And I think this is what keeps your spirit so, alive and always on mode creative. It's always on mode spontaneous. It's always on mode expressive. And I think this is what's so important for
all the decorations, what we have, power, position, I am the anchoring person, I am the speaker, I am the listener, I am the, all these are bogus.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we are simple human being, life made simple.
Yeah, absolutely. Life Made Simple is another book of...
we are human being human. We are social being social. Everybody has an aptitude and attitude to talk to somebody. See, the problem of being alone is the biggest problem in this world. So my poetry, I think the Life of Love, I wrote, being alone is the biggest problem for people. So if you can have a company and find out somebody where I need someone, this is a point.
Wow.
These are all written in Delhi.
Let's read an excerpt from this book on the 23rd, if you have time, Dr. Sasi Kumar.
Yeah.
The reading program. I mean, everybody will be reading an excerpt from their book. And
this poetry is all of them, 27 of them is written in Delhi only.
Wow.
I was working in Delhi, I was sitting in Mayur Vihar and then writing these poems. So that's the time when I wrote.
Amazing.
So we need someone in life.
Which year was that?
That was 2007 to 9. Manmohan Singh's, the term was over during that time, 2009, and he went for election. That's the time I left Cabinet Secretary.
Okay, all right. Wonderful.
So life is very simple. We are only complicating it unnecessarily. So as a person, I always love people. I can talk to people, anybody, maximum what they will say, they will not answer. Doesn't matter. There are another 800 million around us. How does it matter?
Yeah, I love this, spirit in you. This is amazing. But okay, if I asked you to give me a quote that defines you and your life, which quote would that be?
That is my own quote. LIFE. Live in full enjoyment.
Perfect. I wanted to hear this. I knew something like this would come. And
learn in full enjoyment.
Live in full enjoyment, learn in full
enjoyment. And those who are not employed, those who don't have bank balance, those who are not retired, aspiring for a job, learning is an investment for future earning.
Learning is an investment for future earning. So people do remember this LIFE. Dr. Sasi Kumar is a life coach, but he's very different from all the self-proclaimed life coaches and life mentors that we meet out there. His style is definitely his style. And it is a style that is totally based on realism, on something which is very practical. It's not only theoretical, it's not in the air, it's actually there. So that was wonderful. Absolutely. Now, as a parting shot, I mean, I could just keep on asking you questions, and I know that you will keep on giving me answers because you have this amazing backup. I mean, you have amazing wisdom inside you. I don't know how you keep it stored so well, but you have this amazing wisdom inside you. But still, I would like you to share one powerful life message for all the people who are watching this video, watching the show, and who will watch the show. Let's chat over coffee, which is so fun, so full of power-packed realism. Just give them some kind of a message.
Be 200% busy. See, it's not mine. Probably in a different style, Swami Vivekananda said, the biggest problem, if at all something is there in this world, is laziness. Tushni bhava. Tushni bhava means I am lazy.
Yeah.
Morning itself we start becoming lazy. But I cannot, because every day morning what I do is, last year, I told you, last year 21/05/20 what I did. I go to my YouTube, pick up that and post onto my Facebook, post onto my page, post onto my LinkedIn, post onto my, and there are 3,500 or more than that videos. So every day, at least for last 10 years, one video per day is there. That is why 3,500 is there. And it is being looked by more than 6,000 people all across the globe. And many people keep sending messages. And today I must have sent, last year, this day you were with me. Because if I know Alka is going to talk to me next year, 2023, May 20th, this video I will post. When I am posting, I'll remember Alka was here. So one screen dump will be there in my computer on my archive. I will send it to Alka if I am alive, and I will be alive.
Oh,
I will be alive. I'll be alive. I'll be alive until 2053. I'm a good astrologer. So somebody asked me today, you in some video on so and so time, you told that your life is like this. How could you say this? There was a message, and I answered saying that few minutes back. See, this is the video somebody asked me.
Okay.
Where I am talking like this. As I am talking to you, I was talking like this in 2017, September 29th.
Okay.
So I was telling that like this. Then he asked how. I said, I'm a good astrologer. You can listen to my astrology lessons in my YouTube, and so this is the link. So I keep that in tag with me. There are many playlists. I look at it every day and then send a message. That's a relation which I keep. Sometimes somebody is not in contact with me, also doesn't matter. Constantly you are not in contact with me. Maybe next year you will get one message from me. If you are on the same number, definitely you will answer. Yes. So it's not that 1 lakh contacts. It's more than live 20-30,000 contacts I answer every day.
That's amazing. So you're busy throughout. What time does your day begin?
I sleep as I wish. There is no specific, I don't believe in punctuality. That is because I'm a meditation master from Himalayas. But being punctual in eating, sleeping, all that is fine. If you are punctual, same thought you are thinking every day. Same work. I am talking to you now for 1 hour. Morning, I had another discussion with somebody else. Some counseling comes, it may be continuous for 6 hours. Unless I solve their problem, I cannot send them out. Right. So how do we schedule?
So sorry to interrupt here because this really fascinates me. But when you say that I'm not punctual and you like to do things at your pace and your way and your time, you think this is okay to be like this? Like, for example, I also don't have fixed times at times. I mean, I like to do when my mind, suddenly I get an idea and I just sit down and start writing. I suddenly get an idea, I start making a video. I suddenly get an idea, I want to do some physical activity. I go to the kitchen or maybe I just go for a walk. So it's not like I have the same thing for every day because that also I get bored. I really get bored. But people, when I hear people, then again, it's like you. People will have a mindset, a fixed mindset. And the idea is to have a mindset that is, on the go mindset. So I guess your mindset is also on the go, and that makes me happy because I'm also like that a little bit.
Actually, we cannot be as disciplined as a machine, no?
Yeah.
Why should I eat 3 idli every day if I'm not feeling hungry?
It's boring. It makes me bored. And then, I said, oh my God, it's going to be the same routine. Then, I lose interest. Somehow this is what happens with me. And the way you're talking, you're making me say this because I normally never say this about myself. But yes, when I have to do the same thing every day, 1 day I might do it. 2 days, I'll say, okay. 3 days also, I'll do it. But the 4th day, I said, this is enough. I don't want to get up. Or I'll just keep on procrastinating then until I find something better and something different to do. So this is
perfectly okay, because I'll tell you, if there is a movie happening and then I'm totally engrossed in that, I was on a movie today, so it ended at 2:30. So after that, I cooked my lunch and I was at 3 o'clock, I finished my lunch.
Yeah, it's okay.
How does it matter?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Because I was 2 hours, I was totally,
So it doesn't matter. I don't like to be, so fixed in my lifestyle.
Flow like a river and grow like a tree.
Yeah,
this is the back cover philosophy, Dr. TPS philosophy.
Lovely.
Just enjoy.
Sir TPS, one more thing. What is your sun sign?
See, I'm an astrologer, basically.
So moon sign.
See, we don't believe in categorizing people into 27 categories.
I just want
look at the horoscope and the time and place of birth. You can make a chart based on the chart, based on the
basic course.
Yeah, see, it's a big computation.
Yes, it
so
is.
When you make a big computation, if people are divided by 27, see, I remember when I was in Delhi, one of the greatest TV channel asked me, will you come to my TV? We will pay you 10 lakhs per month.
Okay. Wow.
I said, I am not for this joke. I'm a very serious person who knows astrology.
Lovely.
Understood.
I wanted to know what your sun sign is because the way you...
October 2nd is my date of birth.
So you're a Libran.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, that is not the way to categorize. Probably we will have a session on how to look at.
It isn't.
Yeah, character, behavior, predictions.
There are lots of things.
Yeah, we will have a very separate, very involved astrology class. I taught once in America for 1 month, 1 hour, and 1 hour on the prediction.
At the platform, where there'll be some people, not many, but the ones who would want to learn.
Yes, we could.
Astrology, we would definitely like to have this class. So that's wonderful. And it was indeed a pleasure, chatting over coffee with you. My coffee is over. I don't know, my cup is empty now.
My cup is half empty.
Okay, all right. But yeah, that's optimism. It's half empty. But it was real fun, and a real huge learning. And I just loved your spirit. Let me tell you that. I don't want to use the typical phrases, but yes, it was a conversation that really kept me, from the moment we started till now. I mean, I wouldn't want to finish, but then gone beyond it because it was so interesting. It just went on. It was flowing. So the conversation was just flowing. And for this wonderful flowing conversation, where you gave me such fantastic acronyms, the life one was indeed wonderful, and your name and so many other things. I think it was wonderful, and everyone will be watching this video. I'm sure you're going to be enamored by Dr. TP Sasikumar, his style, his way of teaching, his personality, his charisma. So thank you so much, Dr. Sasikumar, once again. Namaskaram, and maybe we can end with your shloka.
I was supposed to ask you, Bhagavad Gita is made by Krishna or Arjuna?
I get confused when you talk about the scriptures. I just know that karmannede vadikaraste, which is action alone is thy province, and that was Krishna saying to Arjuna. So, but if you see the action,
the questions were from Arjuna, therefore Krishna could give an answer.
Yeah.
And the whole Bhagavad Gita message is what Arjuna gets from Krishna. One single sentence, it can be completed.
Okay, what is that?
Ma shucha, don't be sad.
Okay.
Bhagavad Gita starts in the second chapter, 7th sloka. It doesn't start in the first chapter, first sloka. Because it is Duryodhana, Sanjaya is answering Dhritarashtra's question. So Dhritarashtra is the one who starts Bhagavad Gita. But second chapter, 7th sloka, Bhagavan starts with Ashochyananya shochastvam. Don't be sad, my son. Very simple.
Don't be sad.
And the end of Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 66th sloka, must be 66th or 67th. It says, Ma shucha, don't be sad. So the first starting by God is don't be sad. End is also don't be sad. So actually, that is the guide for, that is the Bible for, that is the dictionary for counseling. Don't be sad. Arjuna was in full confusion what to do. Karpanya dosho upahata swabhava. I am confused. I don't know what is to be done. The world is confused. So what is the beginning? He says, when you're confused, don't be sad. The reason for confusion is we are sad because of our bondage. So if you can get rid of the bondage,
yeah, let go.
Every one sloka comes to my mind. So one sloka chanting becomes so difficult to know because every sloka is important there. The other day I was in Bombay to give a lecture on LIC. The LIC emblem is also with a quotation from Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
So that is the center of Bhagavad Gita, which says, whatever you grasp in your life, I don't want to lose it. And that is what it says. So what we want is happiness. Mashucha. Ashocha ananya shochastvam. The beginning and the end is Mashucha. That's it.
Perfect.
Don't be sad.
Wonderful. Happiness, everyone. Remember, HAPPINESS. And maybe next time.
Thank you. I don't know whether I should tell thank you.
Also, yeah. He'll probably break it up and have something, a life lesson ready for us on this. So I'm going to request him to do that. And I'm sure you all enjoyed the entire show today because it was so different and so refreshing. And yet we did not feel even for a moment that we, overshot the time. So once again, a big thank you. And
that is because questions were good and your face was glamorous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But then you had that spirit, and that was wonderful, and that is what keeps everyone going, when there is a spark of creativity and energy. I think that is what sparks the other person also, So it's like both ways, it's the same thing. So that's why, this kind of
The biorhythm matches.
Yes, absolutely. The vibes match. Perfect. I loved it. And I'm sure everyone who's going to watch it later on also are going to enjoy the show thoroughly. And yeah, wonderful. Seedling. Oh, lovely.
This is on biorhythm. You can read this on my blog. All my books are on blog on my website.
Oh, lovely. I'm amazed. I think I really need to start learning a little more of technology like you, this editing part. Maybe one day you could give us a lesson on this.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I really need this kind of training, and I just love your spirit. So once
You're in Delhi, right?
Yes, Delhi.
Arrange a group. I'll be there with you for as long as you want.
Perfect. Very soon, Dr. Sasi Kumar, very soon we'll do something like this. So once again, a big thank you, namaskaram, and thank you everyone for being on the show today. This was Let's Chat Over Coffee with Alka and Dr. TPS Sasi Kumar, and we had loads of fun, loads and loads of fun, and we learned a lot about life. So once again, thank you so much, Dr. Sasi Kumar, and stay tuned for our next episode. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.